guys, today I have, as requested by Mr. Tiger East, this is for you, my father No.1 Robusto. You requested it a long time ago. I said I was going to get it. Fortunately, it took me longer than expected, but I finally, I actually got it a week ago, but I've been aging it to get it just right so I could do the review on it. Here it is, my father No.1 Robusto. It's 5 1/4 by 52. It's a little bit thicker than average. Here's the band. Beautiful elaborate band. My father always goes above and beyond with their bands. It's also embossed, has some nice shiny gold plating on it. It's gilded in gold. Down here it says my father, Garcia and Garcia. That's Don Pepin Garcia and his son Jaime Garcia. This was made by Jaime Garcia for his father, Don Pepin. This is the pretty much the original, made in 2008, or it came out in 2008. So this is the original pink band, the original my father. Show you guys some of the stuff. It says Familia Garcia on the back. Their seal. There's like these gold coins on it. It says MF. So yeah, this is a full body, full strength cigar. Not for the new smoker. Not for the morning. Best late afternoon or just afternoon after a meal, I would say. It's a bit windy, but I'm going to try to toast it today with some matches. Price, this cost me pretty much everywhere around $10, so it's a bit pricey, but definitely worth it. This is a premium to the core. Has a nice dark brown color, real smooth wrapper, oily too. Yeah, I'm just gonna use my little table torch. So yeah, basically the predominant flavors, I've had this before, but from what I remember, was a good amount of black pepper, some wood notes like a cedar, and maybe some coffee and chocolate, I think I recall. So it's definitely a complex cigar, full of flavor. Bursting with flavor. If it's half as good as the first one I had, then I'll enjoy it. First one I had was very, very nice. Toasting it nice and slow, right around the edges, around the foot. I haven't cut a cigar in a long time. I've pretty much just been punching them. I don't have a good cutter. I need to get one. But for the most part, I find punching it gives me a better draw. Okay, some nice flavor there. Not overly strong. It's wow, very little pepper. I'm feeling it here now, but I'm getting some wood right away. Very nice. I'm getting some wood notes. This first puff was a medium body. Has a tight draw, but I'm getting some wood, a little bit of pepper. There's like a nice taste in the background, like a nutmeg, like a walnut or something, like real nice. A little bit of a tingle on the tongue, very, very minimal. Yeah, the draw's pretty tight. Very nice wrapper. Show you guys. Beautiful, smooth. Very tight. All the seams are tight. There's no gaps or openings. Very slight tooth. Real smooth. The veins stick out a bit, but that's perfect. It is perfectly made. It has a triple cap. Perfect uniform wrapper. Beautiful color. Just a beautiful cigar. I mean, as premium as it gets. Can't get better than this. It's opening up with a bit more flavor now. Getting a little bit more pepper. Getting some dry spice. Still getting that wood. A little bit of black coffee. Lots of flavors here. Lots. Get a little bit of coffee. I get the some cedar wood, like a dry wood flavor, some black pepper. Very nice. I mean, just by looking at it, I mean, it's such a perfect wrapper, and it's rolled so neatly. I mean, just wonderful, great craftsmanship. This is definitely a luxury cigar. This isn't a cheapie. This isn't a whatever, you know. This isn't a gas station cigar that you get for 50 cents or $1. Definitely premium. Getting those nice flavors. Really enjoying it so far. I'm getting that nice dry wood with a little bit of black coffee, some spice, some pepper, some dry spices, and the pepper's very toned down. It's not a lot of pepper, but it's there. Get that signature Don Pepin pepper, but it's definitely not overpowering pepper at all. It's just there melded together with the other flavors. It goes very, very well. It's a complement to the other flavors. It's not hidden by them, and it doesn't overpower them. Perfect amount of black pepper, in my opinion. Not too strong, not too weak, but it's there. Again, the draw's really tight. I'm guessing that's because my cigar store is not my store, but the one I go to is he has the humidities in the 50s. You know, sometimes it's at 52, sometimes it's at 55, and I think I probably should have given it another week, because that's probably it. The wrapper is still a bit oily though, so it doesn't give the appearance that it's dry, but I probably could have given it another week. It's a little hard at the bend point, but I'm still getting all the flavor. Let's see if I could make a little hole with the match. This thing has loads of flavor. Get a decent amount of smoke. It's pretty thick. Immaculate burn line. 8 minutes in. Nearly perfect. I kind of wish that the draw. It's not the cigar. It's how it was stored. I mean, he has over there at the store. They're in just terrible shape. You can't. There's no way you can just pick them up and smoke them from there. You gotta buy some and take them home. What I do sometimes is I bring my own cigars to the store when I know I'm gonna smoke there. That, you know, they've been properly humidified, and, you know, I'll just let them know, hey, I bought this from you, but I like it at my humidity. So I smoke that, and then I pick up some cigars and I take them home. But I don't smoke his cigars right from there because yeah, they're not stored properly. I mean, they're stored properly, but I mean, just enough so that they don't get ruined. But definitely not optimal for smoking right away. So I probably should have given it another week, maybe in a month. I would have liked to have gotten it sooner so I could, you know, leave it for a good month in my humidor, maybe even 2 months. But since it was a request, I wanted, you know, I didn't want to keep you waiting. So again, this is for Mr. Tiger East, father number 1. But this is sparked my interest in my father again. I haven't smoked on my father in a while, so I'll probably be doing my father's now. You know, for the next few, maybe I'll do a blue label. That's my personal favorite from my father, the Don Pepin blue label. It's my favorite. The pepper coats your mouth. You feel a slight tingle all over, inside your cheeks, on your tongue, but it's not strong. I'm still getting the wood, like a spicy wood. A little bit of black coffee, like just a basic black coffee with like no sugar. That nice smell, the bitter taste it leaves. It's not bitter in any way though, so don't get that impression. Just a nice spicy wood with some coffee and a little bit of pepper. Yeah, I'm getting barely anything out of it. But again, that's not the cigar's fault. I'm gonna try to roll it, see if that does anything. I doubt it's a knot. I just think the inner leaves, the filler's a bit dried out. I doubt I'll ever encounter a knot with my father. Could happen, but I seriously doubt it. I'd be very surprised. Got a nice little burst of wood there. Very nice. It's like when you buy a new humidor, or you open a wooden drawer that hasn't been opened in a while, and you get that nice, that rush of nice wood. That's what I'm getting. Tiny bit of pepper. I remember it having more pepper. Maybe it's because it has a tight draw. I'm not getting all the pepper. But to me, it's a perfect amount of pepper. Not too much, not too little. See, I'm getting barely anything, but I hope it'll open up. But again, it's dry out here. It's January still, so technically it's still winter. It's real early, but I'm not noticing any strength as of yet. I had a pretty big meal about an hour or two ago, so it can kind of help to protect you from the nicotine. If you smoke on an empty stomach, it might affect you more. The ash is like intact. As you can see, like there's like no cracks. It looks even like a kind of like a wall. Like right there, you can see there's no cracks or anything. It's like a solid, like a sheet of paper even. See, perfect ash. Excuse me. So yeah, this band, when they're this nice, I like keeping them. I put them in an old Padron box I have. Probably make like a collage. I'll show you guys how I do it, maybe. Show you guys the outcome, maybe frame it, put it on the wall or something, like an office or a lounge, like a man cave. Get a whole bunch of cigar bands and make like a collage and frame it. Very, very, very exquisite flavor. I mean, you can tell even if you've never smoked before, even the secondhand smoke, if you know right away that this isn't some I don't know how to say it, but pretty much you'd be hard pressed to see a common person smoking this in like a third world country. I mean, this reminds you of I don't know, some CEO or something. This makes you feel like you're a CEO, is what I'm trying to say. I mean, exquisite flavor, robust flavor, loads of flavor, and a lot of flavors, and none of them, they're all mixing perfectly. There's no disparity in one being stronger than the other, one hiding the other. I mean, you taste everything in it. It's mixed perfectly. You taste everything in it. It's just a great combination. Everything works together. This is like a good cologne, like a good fragrance that all the components are, melded together to make an amazing fragrance. Well, the components make an amazing cigar. Delicious taste. I mean, that's one word to describe this would be delicious. The flavors are excellent. Very enjoyable. I would say probably because of the draw. For me, I'm getting a full body, a medium body, and the strength and flavor. I'm getting medium only because it has a real tight draw. But it's not the cigar's fault. Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying it because it deserves full credit. It's not its fault that it has a tight draw. So when you pick it up, don't smoke it right from the store. You know, if you have a humidor, leave it in your humidor for a few weeks, minimum, 2-3 weeks. But what I'd rather say is a minimum a month. If you can wait that long, it's definitely worth it because, you wanna smoke this at its full potential. At the right humidity, right temperature, because it deserves it. This is an amazing cigar. Even being a little dried out as it is from the store, I only gave it a week in my box. It is still excellent, even being a little bit dried out, not being at the perfect humidity. It is excellent, excellent. Thank you for requesting this. I'm enjoying myself. Again, got a big burst of wood right there, wood and spice. A nice spicy wood. I say this a lot, but when I get the spice, what I think of is like a paprika, like a dry paprika. Like that organic peppercorns that you have to crush yourself. Some dry paprika. Maybe like I don't know, cumin, all mixed in, like in a nice like Middle Eastern or Mediterranean blend. That's what I get out of this, like a dry, like a subtle nutty, woody spice, all combined. It's hard to describe because all the flavors are melded, perfectly. But what I get the most out of this is the spicy wood. Getting a lot of, like a cedar wood, like a spicy wood. With a little bit of black pepper. Kind of lingering in the back, you have the black coffee. It's advertised as having maybe a little bit of chocolate. I'm not tasting it yet, but this doesn't need chocolate. This is fine as is. I mean, it's great. If nothing changes, I'll be very happy. So far, amazing cigar. I don't remember it being this good the first time. I guess the first time I had it, didn't really pay attention to it. I wonder why. I guess I was doing something else, or I don't know. But this is very good. So you should always sit down when you have a cigar for the first time. Sit down, relax. When you're not bothered by anything, you don't have anything you got to do. When you smoke a cigar for the first time, give it your full attention. Sit down, relax. And see what you get out of it. That's the best way to do it. Because this is a lot better than what I remember. I mean, I even forgot about it, even having it. I know I've had it before, but I don't remember it being this good. This makes me want to, review more of my father's cigars. Because I've smoked pretty much their entire line, but never reviewed them. Because I smoked my father before I started reviewing, and I haven't really gone back to them. The last my father's cigar I smoked was probably the Flor de las Antillas, probably like 2 months ago. Show you guys nearly 19 minutes. Here's the ash. Smoking at a moderate pace, average. It's a good thing. Probably get a solid hour 10, hour 15 out of this. Has a nice ash, like a light gray. There it is, not flowering, not flaking. Pretty solid ash. Alright guys, I'll do a part 2 when I get to the second, third. Till next time.